Welcome into the Studio 5 kitchen, everybody, where we are diving into a spell by letter food project. Spell by letter, that works. That works. I was going to say count by letter, but fortunately it came out the way I intended it to. You've probably seen those paper letter boxes at Hobby Lobby, but do they make a good party piece? My next guest says these DIY charcuterie boxes are a simple way to elevate your next event. Katelyn Nemelka is here to share how to make show-stopping charcuterie letter boxes. It's so great to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
We were talking during the commercial break. It's so funny how the charcuterie trend came on so strong.
Yes.
Now it's here to stay.
It's here to stay.
Creative geniuses like you keep one-upping it with all of the fun ways we can spin it, right?
That's right. They really personalize any event, weddings, bridal showers, bachelorette parties, all of it.
You are stroking our ego today with the KSL. So you get these at Hobby Lobby.
I do. And these ones are brand new boxes that Hobby Lobby just barely started selling, specifically for charcuterie.
Oh, that's their intended purpose?
That is their intended purpose.
Aha. All right, describe. We're going to get into some of the how-tos of how you so artfully arranged these foods. But describe how you look at a charcuterie spread and kind of artfully what your eye is going for.
So I always, if I'm doing multiple letters, I always like them to have the same elements in them, but I don't want them to be identical.
Okay.
So, and I want a lot of color.
Okay.
Lots and lots of color. Always go with different textures. You want sweet, you want salty, the savory, all of that. So this one is completed, and you and I are going to be working on these two.
We're going to build the S and the L of the KSL. It's amazing to me. I'm glad you pointed out the color. I mean, I think that's an easy way to shop. But we always love when food can be an experience. And if I was attending, you know, a shower or a wedding, and you had catered these beautiful letter charcuterie boxes, I would stand here and like take it in, be thoughtful about what I put on my plate. That it becomes an experience when food is presented this way.
It does. And you kind of have to pick and choose what you want and what you don't want. Or if there's not a lot of people there,
we're praying over the charcuterie.
You just get it all,
What do I want? All right, let's start with the cheeses. They are poking up at these cool geometric angles. How did you do that?
So we are going to do that right here. So you're going to take the white and the yellow.
Okay, do you trust me?
Yes, I do. Okay. And you just like this. And you just layer them on there.
So you've just cut them in little triangles? I feel like there's a
triangles.
geometry term for that I can't quite recall.
I'm down with triangles.
Fine. Yeah, triangles works for me too.
So you want about 4 of each to be able to fill the space.
Is it an oblong triangle? What am I even thinking? Just stop talking, Brooke, and focus on the cheese. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, and you're going to put yours in the L. I'll put mine in the S, and you choose anywhere you want to go. And it should fit perfect if you did 4
Did I do it right?
4.
I don't know. Kind of.
Yep.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, there you go.
It just slid into place.
See? So easy.
It just slid into place.
And the way we cut those is right here. So you have your block of cheese that I've already pre-sliced, and then you just do them right here on the angle, straight down.
What was that, Mindy? I'm getting words from the sidelines. What did we call it?
Right here.
A scaling triangle, says our director, Ty. Look how smart we are.
Look how smart we are.
Suddenly our food is math, and we're just feeling really smart about it. Okay, that's cool.
So that's super easy, super simple, cut and place.
It gives it some height. Do you want?
Gives it the height, gives it some dimension.
What's the recommended, like, I mean, how much do we want it poking out is what I'm asking.
Really, whatever you want it to do.
Just a cool
And
texture.
if you didn't want it that tall, you can always cut off the bottom of their blocks and make them shorter.
It kind of promotes like kind of grabbing in pairs, right? I'm gonna get a white and an orange. I love that. That's really cool.
And you don't have to stack the colors. You can do them all the same. You can do all those white cheddar or the regular cheddar cheese. I like the mix. I like to mix
I do too. I haven't seen that before. That's very cool. All right, the salami roses I'm spying.
So this is fun. So most people, when they make a salami rose, they do it with a wine glass. I have tried many glasses, and my preference is a champagne flute.
Okay.
So when you're gonna start, you're gonna get in here and do this with me. So
I'm not
you're
sure
gonna
I know
fold.
the difference. Is it just thinner?
Yes.
Longer? Okay.
Thinner, longer.
Okay.
Yep. So when you do it, when I start, you want to put most of your salami on the inside of the glass.
Okay.
But have a good outside fold. Yep.
Yeah.
And you're gonna just go all the way around.
Okay.
And slightly layer over each one.
Okay.
And you only need to worry about going that far into the glass on this first round. Yep.
This first pass, salami
pass around over here.
Okay.
So, and you're gonna just keep going all the way around until all of your salami is filled. And then it will make a really nice rose. And when we flip the glass over, you will see how it looks before you take the glass off. And a lot of people will even leave the glass in place the entire time while they assemble their boards, just so that the salami doesn't move. But
Do you want to know a behind the scenes secret?
No,
I get
I
into
do.
projects like this, you know, live on TV with a few thousand friends watching. And I'm so eager and excited. And then a panic starts to set in like right now, like please let it work. Please
let this be
let
fun.
it turn out how it's supposed to. Okay, Katelyn's my guide though. She's not going to let me fall.
Okay, so yours is going to be a little stacked in the middle.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're good. So if you want now, you can start going a little more.
Oh, I see. Drip it
to
down.
make the petals a little bigger.
Okay,
so
got it.
around the corner.
Got it.
Keep going. And you want to keep going until you really can't see into your champagne flute at all.
Okay.
And once it's there,
Yeah, show us.
we're going to flip it
I don't know if I'm brave enough to flip mine.
and put it
Maybe I
right
am.
in the
Hold on.
box.
Let's see.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, are you kidding? Anxiety eased. I
There
just
you
did it.
go.
You're the best teacher ever.
And listen, when I first started doing this, my salami roses would not stay together.
Yeah. Okay.
So a lot of practice.
Practice.
And just enjoy it and have fun with it.
You've got grapes, cherries,
Yes.
berries, kind of the salty crunchables. And I'm
Yes.
noticing those kiwis with that cool zigzag slice. How did you
Yes.
do that?
So you just take your whole kiwi, and as you go around, you just take the knife and just do little V divots, and it will literally pull straight apart.
Right apart.
Yep.
Any extras that people might not think to put in their charcuterie spread, but they should?
Really, charcuterie boxes are completely diverse because
Okay.
they are good for everybody.
Okay.
And you can literally make them all fruits and vegetables. You can just do cheese and crackers and fruit. You could do all chocolates.
I'm
You could do
noticing
all
chocolate sprinkled in there.
Sometimes I do add in some requests that I get is a chocolate covered strawberries that I'll add on top.
Ooh.
Yeah, little
And
personalized
for a
detail.
more intimate group, if you're just kind of snacking amongst yourselves, there's dippables that I noticed
Yes.
you put in a separate
Yep.
container. That's a smart idea
Yep.
too.
And you can put that in your anywhere you want.
I will. I'm going to slide it and nestle it
Slide
right
it and
next to
nestle
my
it in.
cheese stack.
And you really want your boxes to be completely full
Okay.
and stacked so that nothing is left open or any empty spaces.
You have an eye for this. You have made your mark, kind of one of your signature snacks I know that you offer. Another signature snack is, what did we call this?
This is a cream tart cake.
A cream tart cake. You make those as well?
I do. Yep, every letter, numbers. People get them in diamond ring shapes for weddings.
Oh, we were just
engagement
talking
parties.
anniversary gifts earlier, and on Instagram,
Yes.
that's kind of our topic of the day. So
Yep.
there you go. That could fit. Check the box.
That's right.
Well, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much. How can we follow along with your business endeavors and your projects?
Okay, so I am on Facebook. Cured and Cut is my business page on Facebook, and Instagram it's cured.and.cut.
Cured
Yep.
and Cut. We'll
Cured and
follow
Cut.
along. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
You're a great teacher.